and I'm taking a photo, and then all of a sudden the ground I'm standing on just goes.
Okay.
It like falls away, and obviously I'm there, so I fall with it. So I knew I would only have like a second or two. So I literally just went, okay, 1, I counted to 10, and right, now we go, live or die. And I just whacked my arm in and just shimmied really quickly. I said to her really nicely and calmly, like, excuse me, could you please call me an ambulance? I've got a small problem. And then she looked at me and she goes, ah! And she kept trying to hug me and shake me, and I was telling her like, oh, please don't, my ear is wobbling so much. I said, no one found me. And they were like, what do you mean no one found you? Everyone who falls gets found by someone.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I just climbed back up. And they're like, how did you climb back up with your ear hanging off? Hi, I'm Mark, and the reason I ended up in Taiwan is I met my missus, who's Taiwanese, probably the same as a million other foreigners who come here. And then after I finished my university, I just decided, why not move here and give it a try and see what I think. And then after I moved here, I decided I'm not going back.
Okay.
That Taiwan's a pretty great place to live. I have no intention of leaving.
That sounds similar to me too,
right?
Because like everyone come here to try new things, new environment, new culture, and then they end up staying here. Yeah.
From what I gather, like people either come for work or a lady, or just to travel, and then they either like it or they don't, because I had a roommate who didn't, and he was homesick and everything, and he left after 6 months. I believe it's either one or the other. People either love it and stay for a prolonged period, or they leave rather quickly.
How long have you been in Taiwan in total?
Over 12 years probably.
12 years, okay.
Coming on 13 years.
This is your home already?
It used to be my second home for a while, but I realized recently that I started calling this home and not England home.
Okay.
So it's kind of messed up, flipped the idea in my mind a little bit.
You were just back to your hometown, like old hometown. We were just talking about home. How long did it take for you to miss Taiwan?
Probably 4 days or something.
4 days, like in 4 days, you missed Taiwan, right? Okay. It's the same for me too. Like
there was a moment where I was at home, and it was like maybe 11:30 at night or something. I said, oh, I really would like to just pop down the night market and get something.
Yeah, it's the same. Like I arrived to Turkey, and the second day I was like, okay, I think I'm not in Taiwan. I should be in Taiwan.
Right.
And I still have like 19 more days to stay here. So yeah, we miss Taiwan like quite fast. But when we are in Taiwan, we don't really miss our countries, right? That fast at least. How did you know about Taiwan?
When I was a kid, I'm quite interested in knowing about geography and stuff.
Okay.
I used to like to have books with the maps of the world and things. Saying it back now, it seems a little bit sad, but remember I was like 8 years old or something. So I used to sit and like look through it, check all the capital cities and things like that.
Okay.
And then I think I just knew about Taiwan because of having an interest in places around the world and things.
Life is not that easy from the beginning, right? So were there any hard things to adjust in Taiwan?
Not really. Like I just talked to my friend the other day, like I feel like a lot of people talk about the difficulties.
Yeah.
And then I've been sitting at work for like the past week because I knew we were doing this, thinking, what difficulties did I have?
Nothing.
Like,
yeah. When I thought about you, I was like, okay, I think he won't answer this question, because like you eat everything, you try everything, you go everywhere, you are not afraid of doing the things locals do.
The thing I found the most difficult actually was the working environment.
Okay.
Other than that, I can't think of anything that really bothered me, and I think I sound a little bit weird because I don't think people will believe me, but it's true. Like,
I believe in you because I feel the same.
Right.
I just came here and I felt like, okay, that's a great country and everything is nice. So I didn't really remember anything like bad, like, unless I meet like really bad people. What is the biggest thing you have to give up?
The biggest thing I had to give up was going to watch the football. I know that sounds really weird.
Let's tell them like how we met.
Right.
Because we formed a soccer club, football. If I say soccer, he's gonna kill me because he's from England. We started a football club together. So this is how we met. So he wanted to. This was his dream and stuff. So
I know I probably should say my mum and dad, but I don't feel like I'm away from them because
So they're not gonna watch my channel, so it's fine.
basically my mum and dad and stuff, I can still speak to them all the time, and I can go visit and things, but it doesn't feel like I'm away from them. But I can't like jump through the phone to go to the game, you know what I mean? I can see my mum and dad on the phone
and stuff. Like, I know you guys are like so passionate about.
But I watch all the games on the telly. But when I lived in England, I used to go to a lot of games home and away. I used to travel around England watching them.
Yeah.
So that's probably the main thing I miss.
So how did your life change? Like, I'm talking about some changes like mentally mostly.
Right. Mentally, I think the biggest thing as being an English person is I've really moved away from the whole drinking culture. Like the UK has a big drinking culture, so every weekend I would be out boozing. But Taiwan has a food culture, I would say. It's really helped me move away from the drinking culture, and now I don't drink, which I'm happy about, which I never thought would happen. And then
I remember you getting drunk sometimes, but not in a bad way. It's just like he was like overly happy time to time. Yeah,
I'm a happy drunk.
Yeah.
Also, other than that, learning how to fit in with the environment. Like, even though I fit in well, trying to deal with people, it's still different back home.
Yeah.
Because the main thing that I have to learn to deal with is people here aren't so direct.
Yes.
In Newcastle, everyone's just like completely direct. If they don't like you, you'll know it. If they like you, you'll know it.
You don't have to guess it.
If they want you to do something, you know it. But the way I describe how Taiwanese tell you, it's like a circle. And back home, it's like a straight line.
Yeah.
So it's just like a straight line back home. It's like, we want you to do that. But here, it's like, oh, this, and then this. And what they really mean is the opposite side of the circle. So that was really hard to deal with. I really struggle with seafood. That's one.
Seafood here, or?
Because back in England we eat fish and chips, right? Everyone eats fish and chips. But actually in the UK, I don't believe we have a big seafood eating culture. People think we do because we eat fish and chips.
But that's only one thing.
But that's only cod. It's like a white fish. It's probably the safest fish you can...
Yeah, I worked in a fishery before.
Right? It's probably the safest fish you can give to someone who doesn't really eat fish. And then when you come here, they're like...
It's like chicken, right?
That's nice. And then when you come here, like, they have this culture where if someone offers you food, you've got to eat it. And then it's got like shrimps in and stuff, and shrimps make me throw up. And then like people are really disappointed that you don't eat it.
Oh. Yeah, it's like gold here.
So like there's just all different type of seafood. Like there's a lot of seafood I'd never even seen before. And then they're like, okay, you have to eat that, you have to eat that. And I'm like, oh, no. And I'm just like, just nibble a bit, you know. Just nibble a bit of the stuff I think I can nibble and pretend I nibbled the shrimp.
All right, so everyone, thank you for watching, and thank you for checking his channel and listening to his story. Actually, it's quite interesting, and I have a survivor friend. Don't forget to subscribe and like to both of our channels, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.